You know, you have a whole crew of creative scientists on board, but a couple of plucky renegades always seem to get the better of you. Just like in real life. Hey, Commander Fennec here, and the hunt for the progenitor's tech continues. I can't help but shake the feeling that this is like a fantasy quest, you know, with magic and monsters and stuff like that.
You mean like an invisible door no one can see aside from your plucky competition?
Commander, spoilers much? Spoiler alert! Shields up!
I've no problem with a treasure hunt. It's fun, and some of my favorite action adventures have been treasure hunts.
Like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Or Romancing the Stone.
But there's something here that just doesn't quite gel. Like, imagine being a bunch of scientists finding a starship from a parallel universe, and rather than rescuing such an amazing find, you think, this would be a fantastic place to hide another clue. It's a nice cheap way to reuse existing sets, and to be frank, it was fun to see the Enterprise again, even if it was the one from the Mirror Universe. I do have a question, though. That ship was, what, 800 or 900 years old, right? And yet its power was still on after all that time?
Guess they don't make them like they used to.
I was surprised that a Star Trek mystery that had been around for the last 34 years was finally revealed. What do the Breen look like?
Fun though this was, and realizing we'd been staring at a Breen without their helmet on since the start of the season, I was somewhat disappointed.
It's definitely true that removing that mystery makes them less mysterious.
Obviously, but at least we now know they have two faces. Actually, what was the point of that? What would be the advantage of having a squishy jellyfish head?
Who knows?
So, the mystery continues.
It's just not the same mouse. But anyway, the bulk of the story focuses on Maul and Locke and how they came to be together.
We spent a long time watching various flashbacks about it. Yeah! I survived a flashback episode that could have been told by a couple of lines of dialogue instead.
Just like the previous two episodes, everything's stretched and stretched and stretched this season. We're halfway through the chase, and I don't feel excitement. Truth be told, I'm feeling a little bored.
It's like they entice us into the season with two exciting, action-packed episodes, and everything else since has been very padded and wordy.
With a lot of technobabble solutions to technobabble problems.
I'm a little confused by Raynor. He was captain for years before his demotion, so why does he still seem to be awkward around the idea of winning command while Burnham's away?
I can't quite place his characterization either. At least the whole crew is still working together to solve a problem this time.
Even if it's just made up of jargon. That's been Star Trek's MO for decades, McClough.
What really doesn't work for me is the fact Maul and Locke always seem to be one step ahead of the Disco crew, even though they always have less information than the team have. It's not believable.
Sci-Fi is not always that believable, Commander.
But character interaction and motivation should be.
Burnham and Book had good interactions.
And so did Book and Maul. Their conversation about Maul's father was probably the best thing about this episode.
One thing that was weird. The episode starts with Book's personal log about having a chance to speak to Maul today. But the revelation that they found out where Maul and Locke had disappeared to only happened after the log. How did he know? Yeah, that bugged me too.
The start of this episode was chronologically challenged.
So, this episode has great visuals, it was fun to see the Enterprise again, but aside from a handful of interesting dialogue, it was bogged down by needless flashbacks and, again, felt way too stretched out. I'm awarding Mirrors 2 paws. But tell me, what did you think of this episode? Share your thoughts in the comments. Live long, and may the Force be with you.